Hello everybody, Old Man Cam here, back with another review of a game that I played in 2019. Up until this point, my reviews have basically just been me pontificating about what's good about games that I've played in 2019. But today, I'm going to cover a game that actually gets a real, thought-out review. Did I write anything? No. It's still going to come off the top of my head. But I have thought about it. The game I'm going to review today is 2K's basketball simulation, NBA 2K18. Now, I know you're wondering, why would I play NBA 2K18 in 2019 when 2020 is out, when 2K20 is out? I know, to some people, that doesn't make any sense, but let me explain. Like most sports franchise games, 2K comes out every year. It's an annual release, and it is named after the year of the following sports season. So, for instance, it is 2020 now. The NBA game that comes out this year will be called NBA 2K21. Madden roughly does the same thing. FIFA definitely does the same thing. So why would I play 2K18 in 2019? The answer is simple. I'm not buying a sports game every year for a game that's basically just a roster update with some tweaks here and there. So I tend to buy them every 2 or 3 years. For instance, I bought 2K18 in 2017, and I will buy 2K21 this year, mainly because my brother and my friend are going to buy them as well. Now, 2K18, let's talk about the Switch version. When it first came out, the first thing that struck me is that it ran at a 30 frames per second, unlike the other versions which run at 60. This was noticeable. Now, the game still does look pretty good, and everything seems to be there from the other versions. Now, is it Space Hog on the Switch? Absolutely. If you're going to be playing sports games on the Switch, you definitely want to have a nice, fat, meaty, beefy SD card. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the game itself. Playing the game as a basketball simulation is pretty much what you expect. 2K, since the original 2K came out in 1999 for the Dreamcast, I think they have been the quintessential basketball game, taking the banner from EA with their NBA Live series. If you don't know, EA still takes the cake with Madden and FIFA. I believe they make FIFA as well. But 2K definitely takes the cake in basketball, as Live is inconsistent even when it comes out, and 2K has become the quintessential basketball video game simulation game. With that being said, there are some issues. First off, let's talk about performance. Now, I think a lot of the performance issues have been patched out, but when this game first came out, the story mode specifically, if you didn't know, there's this story mode where you make a character and you play through a season as that character, and you can only be that character. You can't switch around teammates like you can in the other versions. It has some weird issues. One issue I found was that if you were playing a cutscene docked and you undocked it, or you went into a cutscene and undocked it, the sound would play at regular speed, but the visuals would play at 1/3 the regular speed, which means you heard everything that was happening, but then you had to wait 3 times as long for the actual cutscene to finish. And for some reason, you couldn't skip those cutscenes, which led to some weird... I didn't play it for very long, undocked. Also, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but I played for, so in the single player mode, I played for the San Antonio Spurs. I got drafted by the Spurs, and I tried to get somebody kicked off my team, basically, because I wanted more playing time. You know, that's how it goes in these games. When I did that, my owner told me to focus on playing the Bobcats next week. I don't know if you know this, but the Bobcats haven't existed in a while. The Bobcats are the Hornets now. And it was so strange when it happened that I had to do a double take because he said Bobcats. And I don't know how that went through without somebody just checking that. Sort of weird glitch. Let me go get my dog. Now let's talk about the microtransactions. For a while now, 2K has had microtransactions in their single player mode, in which in the single player mode, you start off as a pretty terrible player and you have to work and build yourself into a better player by doing drills, playing well in games. But you could also just pay real money and get points and power yourself up. In fact, they have a special edition which costs twice as much almost as the original game. And with it, you could start off with a rating of around an 80. Hey, I'm trying to record. You could start the game with around an 80 instead of around like a 65 like everyone else did. Which is slimy and underhanded anyway. I didn't know you felt that strongly about 2K as well. Anywho, what was I saying? Yeah, so you could start off with an advantage just by paying more money, and you could pour more money into the game and buy more points, which is slimy. I mean, would be different if you were just doing it for your single player, but your single player character is also used to play online when you're playing pickup games with people. So, what? And until then, I thought that was the slimiest tactic I've ever seen in a basketball video game. I was wrong. There are worse. I think, was it 2K19 or 2K20 has like actual lottery, like actual, you literally gamble. Like there's spinning wheels and everything. It was different when you're just picking out packs and, you could get characters or whatever. No, you actually gamble for them, which I think is really strange. Now, with that being said, it is still the quintessential basketball simulation. Again, I told you, I plan on getting the next one when it comes out. So overall, I would say, even with the negative things, that 2K as a series is one of the best. It's the best basketball simulation. I would continue to play it even if I don't touch the monetary parts of it. Boiling down to it, I've already spent too long on this. Boiling down to it, if I had to give 2K18 a rating, and I will, a letter grade, I will give 2K, even with all of its flaws, all of its negative things, it's still the best basketball simulation that you can get for any kind of money on your Nintendo Switch, and probably for other systems as well, as I still don't know when the last live came out. 19? Last year? Did it come out last year? Maybe the year before? I don't know. But yeah, there you go. 2K18, B+. See you tomorrow.